Okay, today we are here with Monica Marie Jones. She has a new book that's out and it's called Momentum. Hi Monica, how are you?
Wonderful.
So tell us about your new book. What's it about?
Well, Momentum, the subtitle is Daily Meditations from the Minds of Millionaires. And I was inspired to write it because over the last several years, I have been studying financial freedom and financial literacy. At about the age of 32, I realized that while I was making decent money, I didn't have anything to show for it. I didn't own anything, no investments, no car. Well, I had, a car and a place to live, but I didn't own anything. I didn't save anything. So I decided that at that time, I should probably begin to become financially literate, because while I was very book smart and loved to read and had written all these books, I had not spent any time on financial literacy. So I wrote that book for people like me who are kind of like the artist and spend a lot more time on the artist type things instead of the numbers. And I wrote it in a way where every day for 30 days you could take a nugget of wisdom from a millionaire or a billionaire or just someone very insightful about finances and apply it to your life, meditate on it, and use it to change your behaviors and increase your financial literacy and ultimately lead to financial freedom.
Awesome. So what type of, what's the difference between Momentum and your Monday Motivations book?
Monday Morning Motivation is specifically about Monday mornings, how we feel like, oh, I gotta head on to school, I have to go to work, and we may feel some depression, stress, or anxiety. Those messages are created to help encourage you, inspire you, and get you through the week. Whereas Momentum has you really think about behaviors, patterns, and actions that lead to financial freedom.
So while you were writing this book, what was the one thing that you really wanted to convey to the reader?
Well, there are three main points that come out of the book, and it's kind of like think, act, live. A lot of times, everything begins with how we think. And this was a theme that I was surprised to find weave throughout all the books I read about financial literacy. I thought they'd be strictly about numbers and logistical things, but most of them talked about the way that we think, and that's what attracts or repels money from us. And then the second part is act. What type of actions or behaviors do we need to engage in that will lead to the financial goals that we have? And then live. A lot of how we live, our everyday behaviors, our spending habits, the smallest things we don't think about add up when it comes to, managing our money. So think, act, live is kind of the theme behind the book.
So how long did it take you to write this book?
This book I sat down and wrote the bulk of in about 30 days. It's a book that is designed for 30 days. So I sat down the first month of this year and really just wrote, and it was a synthesis for all of the things I had read. So I already had tons of notes and quotes and thoughts, and I just kind of expanded on that and sat down in 30 days and wrote the majority of it.
So I know that you have a retreat coming up. Tell us about that retreat you have.
Yes, the Inspiration Inc. Summer Writers Retreat will be July 19th through 21st. And I designed it so that people who may not be able to find the time to write or just feel distracted by their everyday environments can get away in a peaceful and serene setting with a small, intimate group of people with like minds and spend a lot of time writing, but also a little bit of time networking, sharing, and getting to know some other people who have that same love for writing.
Cool. So what would you tell up-and-coming writers?
Well, up-and-coming writers, definitely immerse yourself in an environment with other people in the business. Writing can be a very lonely job, and it's easy to just isolate yourself, but you can avoid so many mistakes, challenges, hassles, and save a lot of money if you talk to people who have already been there, done that, and you have many who are very open and willing to share and help.
Any last words for us?
Just check out my website, MonicaMarieJones.com, and you can find all the information about the retreat, as well as my upcoming book, which will be out at the end of this month, May 31st.
Awesome. Thank you. This was MWN with Monica Marie Jones. Signing off.